Down is one of my favourite plays of all time. It is a beautiful piece of writing. It is about time, life, death, but it is a very life-affirming play. It was written by Thornton Wilder and first performed in 1938. It was a beautiful story actually about Thornton Wilder, that he was very nervous whenever our town opened in New York, and he went down to New York to the opening of the play, but he was too nervous to hang on for too long afterwards, so he picked up about midnight the reviews of the play that were coming out in the first editions of the papers, and he took the train home with his wife. And if the review was good, they placed it in one pile, and if the review was not good, they placed it in another pile. And the arrangement they had was that if the pile of good reviews was higher than the pile of bad reviews, then they would get the taxi home. And if the pile of bad reviews was higher, then they'd get the bus home. So they read the reviews on the way home, and they ended up getting the bus. But he got a phone call the next day that although the critics hadn't particularly liked our town, there were queues for tickets at the theatre in New York that were so long that the theatre management company had to call the police to control the crowds. So they went out and celebrated. Anyway. Thornton Wilder introduces a character called the stage manager right at the start of the play. And one of the first things he does is to basically redefine how plays are presented. The stage manager strips away all the illusion by introducing the cast, and then explains to the audience that there's going to be no scenery, no set, practically no props. And that creates lots of problems for me as a director. Okay, so there's no set, there's hardly any props, but I need to create at least different levels so that I've got some variations to work with in terms of how the play is presented. So I've created a higher level for the main street at the back, and a ramp to create a street down from that, and another ramp at the front of the stage so that a lot of the groups that have to come through the auditorium to get onto the stage can actually walk up a ramp. That in turn, at the top of the ramp, creates yet another little projection of staging that can be used to present different pictures to the audience. Another big problem with this play, another challenge for any director, is the size of the cast, because it's a huge cast, huge crew. It takes a lot of organisation, but then you get the kind of moment that happened tonight in rehearsal, which was that I had a team of people out in the foyer working on props. I had another team of people on the stage working on the set, building the set, and I had two groups of actors rehearsing in two different parts of the studio theatre, which is a hell of a buzz whenever any production is being put on. So I can't wait to see what happens next. But anyway, it'll be performed from the 27th of June to the 5th of July. You better be there.